A sugar daddy murders his partner. A guy who was presumably the sugar daddy of 25-year-old Dariela Valdez Rocha took her life in Mexicali. Dariela was murdered by her 70-year-old partner. She had made two previous complaints to the police about him, and today her femicide is being investigated. Dariela, who was 25, was murdered by her 70-year-old partner. Her 70-year-old partner, whose name is Honorio, stabbed her a total of 35 times until she was left lifeless inside a house. According to Doctor Raul Gonzalez Vaca, director of CEMEFO, explained that Dariela's bodies had 36 stab wounds. 10 of the wounds were present in the neck, which lacerated arteries on both sides of the neck, and excoriation in the head, apparently from a fall. 9 hand injuries as a sign of defense mechanism from the victim. The toxicological test indicated negative, and she had no sexual assault. 36 stabs to this poor woman. The amount of hatred, the amount of evil that you have to be to do that type of stuff. According to the prosecutor's reports, the relationship between the two was no longer healthy, and Dariela had already filed 2 complaints against her ex-partner, who was more than 45 years older than her. According to the prosecution, the complaints were for threats and physical violence. However, it was not followed up because they had allegedly already reconciled. They assured that since the complaint was due to family violence and the couple subsequently reconciled, the authorities could no longer follow up the case. With regard to the femicide, the prosecution pointed out that there is evidence that they both arrived at home together and that they were even on good terms, since they were holding hands and hugging. Once inside the house, it is believed that there was an argument which ended in the femicide of Dariela, who received more than 34 stab wounds. The subject is already detained and is expected to be linked to the proceedings in the incoming weeks for the crime of the feminicide. And yet again, it's the same story about a toxic relationship or about a crazy ex or something, where they just lose their mind and do unbelievable crimes. That's why you want to stay away from toxic relationships, especially relationships that involves physical abuse. If you have a partner that physically abuses you, that hits you and knows that you're weaker than them, well, lets you to expect that they won't do nothing crazier. And this is one of those cases. The guy got too comfortable doing physical abuse on her to the point where he took her life. That's why you want to stay away from relationships that involve physical abuse. You should find help with your family. If your family doesn't help you, you should try to find help with the government. They'll help you out with housing or something. But try to just get away from something like that. And let's just hope that they end up giving this old man a long sentence to the point where he don't even come out.